Yo, what's going on? This is the Undisputed Champ Sports Podcast, where we talk all things wrestling. I'm your host, Preston, and I'm joined by the one and only Thumbs Up Tommy. Say what's up to the people.
What is up, everybody? This is the one and only Thumbs Up Tommy. Once again, joining my boy Preston here. We are the most overpowered tag team in podcast history, and also the best podcast under 250 subscribers that you may not have heard of yet. Let's get into our review for the Black and Gold brand.
Yes, NXT, absolutely. So, you said you have the card, right?
Yeah, I got the card in front of me here.
Okay, cool.
So, this one starts off right away. Mustache Mountain versus the Forgotten Sons in a semifinals match for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. I'm going to let you say what you got to say first.
Okay. Now, in this type of match, I would be a little, I wouldn't say disappointed because of who won the match. If you guys didn't know, the Forgotten Sons won this match. But there's a couple of things I thought about here when I was kind of thinking to myself. For one, there was no team from NXT UK that was going to win this thing anyways. They were just fillers to fill up spots. That's all it was. Number two, we need a heel to face to face the champions right now. And not only that, if NXT is trying to push the Forgotten Sons, which a lot of people probably don't care for, I think in a tournament is the best place to do it, because if you look at the people involved, them winning is going to do a lot more for them than how much losing is going to hurt the other participants in this tournament. And not only that, losing in the tournament don't mean anything. After you lose in the tournament, we're going to forget about the people who lost in this tournament. You got to think about it. There's one winner, there's a bunch of losers. So after a while, we're going to forget about this tournament anyways. It's not going to matter that much as we think it is. Now,
yeah, Mustache Mountain can afford this loss.
yeah, they're going to be fine. They're fine. They're way better than this. And when it's a tournament, we just had Shane McMahon win the Best of World tournament. So, as far as what I expect out of who's going to win the tournament, it's going to be whoever. But overall, it was an okay match. I liked their match last week better than this match. Mustache Mountain did great as far as Forgotten Sons on their part. I thought it was cool. But last week's match was better. That's all for me.
Yeah, I would agree. Like I like the bit of the psychology that they played, because it's like, it just goes into continuity, for lack of a better phrase.
Yeah.
That they focused on Trent Seven's leg, which that's very smart, because when you have a serious injury on a body part,
right,
even if it heals up to where it's functional again, it's never the same as before it was injured.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
So, that was great ring psychology on their part. And on a random note, am I the only one who thinks that Trent Seven has like a Ric Flair type of body?
Like a dad body?
Yeah, like he's got like that dad body where he looks like he's kind of slim somewhat, and when he's dressed up, but when he's in his wrestling shorts, that's like when you see the gut.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people in NXT UK got that kind of body shape.
Yeah, for real. Like some of the exceptions are like Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate's pretty ripped.
Yeah, he's pretty ripped. Yeah, absolutely.
Jordan Devlin, Travis Banks, but yeah, I mean even your boy Walter has that body type.
Yeah, he does. He definitely got dad bod. 100%.
And the Coffee Brothers.
Yeah. I mean,
but
focusing on the core is not important in the UK, obviously.
Apparently not. Yep, but yeah, so definitely it was a pretty solid match. As I expected, there was going to be some foul play with the man with the most WWE sounding name ever,
Jackson Riker.
Jesus Christ, I hate that name.
With an X.
Yeah, because apparently X's are cool now. But yeah, and another spot that I personally didn't like it, but it did stand out, was when Tyler Bate did the double airplane spin with both Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was kind of corny to me, because me personally, I do not like that move under any circumstances.
Okay.
But hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Oh, And this is another part that it goes into what I mentioned before on the 205 Live review about no selling.
Hmm.
I know you saw this part when one of the Forgotten Sons was on the outside
Hmm.
and Bate was on the apron and he did that standing shooting star press when he ran basically ran a couple of steps on the apron and jumped on to the floor below.
Yeah.
Tell me that you saw Tyler Bate no sell the fact that he landed on his knees.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, like I was like, what? It's like, yo, anybody else, they land like that, they're gonna be gripping at their knee.
Hmm.
Like why would you no sell it?
He probably didn't think the camera was watching him.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I felt like that was very. I don't know if the right word is rookie like, but definitely like it just irked me the fact that he just straight up no sold it.
Yeah, it's no way you're gonna do a shooting star press and think nobody's gonna watch you after you you hit the ground. That's crazy.
Exactly. And then get up like if it was nothing.
Absolutely.
Like that was absurd,
That was crazy.
man. But overall, yeah, what's it called? Forgotten Sons won with their lame finisher, which they need to change it ASAP. I hate that goddamn finisher. And that's the end of it.
It's pretty corny.
Yeah. Oh wow. You got someone in a reverse DDT position and you jump off the middle rope and stomp on their chest. Big deal.
Yeah, that's
Like that
not.
is that's so
That's
lame.
like the most laziest thought out tag team finisher I've seen in a while.
Facts. That's almost as lazy as American Alpha's finisher.
Yeah.
So after that, we had the King of Bros, the original bro, Matt Riddle.
Hmm.
He had an interview segment with Kathy Kelly, and who interrupted him? Okay,
Adam
I get it.
Cole, baby.
I'm about to say, I'm like, yeah, that wasn't a
Oh,
rhetorical question.
I thought you were gonna make the sound. That's why I was waiting on you.
Yeah, nah, I wanted you to participate, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
better late than never. Adam Cole, baby, there you go.
There you go.
So he interrupted him, basically, like, berating Matt Riddle, saying, "Who the hell do you think you are, challenging for the North American title so soon? Everybody knows that I'm gonna get it back. It's only a matter of time." Blah blah blah. So they had a quick exchange of words, and yeah, I think it's next week, if I'm not mistaken, that is gonna be Cole versus Riddle.
I think that is next week.
Which, yeah, I am looking forward to it
Hmm.
whenever it happens.
Absolutely.
And after that, we had a number one contenders match for the NXT Women's Championship,
Hmm.
where we had the Genius of the Sky, Io Shirai, versus the EST of NXT, aka Carmine's Boo, Bianca Belair.
Yep.
And special guest commentator Shayna Baszler and during the match.
Which we already know what that means when somebody becomes a special commentator.
Hmm. Yep. Like I love how I mean it's nothing different because Shayna's been doing this for a while,
Hmm.
but I love how she kept playing along with the fact she was saying like because they kept asking her like you gotta have a preference of which one of these two ladies you would rather face,
She's like, I don't
and
care.
she's like it doesn't matter. It's like because whoever it is, I'm still going to beat them. She's like, look, if I'm number one, number two and number three, they're the same because they're both losers and they're not going to beat me.
That's actually true. She got the mathematics down. That's definitely true.
Yep, she did the math. Facts. So during the match, it was pretty fun, fast-paced, somewhat hard-hitting affair, at
Yeah.
least on Bianca Belair's part.
Hmm.
And it looks like at one point, uh, what's her name? Io was actually going to beat Bianca.
Hmm. And then
And then that's
Shayna got
when
involved.
Shayna came and attacked everybody.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now, one thing I will say, and I don't know if you agree with this, but I feel like when Bianca does that hair whip thing,
Hmm.
it should count as a disqualification.
No, I agree with that because it's technically a weapon.
That's a weapon.
Hmm.
Like, why would you not count it as a disqualification?
Yeah, because if she's leaving scars on people like she did to Shayna Baszler,
Hmm.
it's a weapon. You can't
Hmm.
use it. She got something in there for one to have you scratch somebody. Nobody's gonna get scratched up just from hair.
Hmm.
You're not gonna get a scratch that like that from just hair. She has something in there. Um,
Fact.
Cause you remember like sometimes in some matches, the referees would check the wrestlers like boots and stuff like that to make sure they don't got nothing in
Hmm.
there. They need to check that
Right.
ponytail too. There's something in there.
Fact. There's something in there for real.
Hmm.
And so at that point, like there was this one thing in the middle of the match when what's her face? Io did this big Frankensteiner off the top rope. I loved it.
Hmm.
And yeah, so what's her name? Shayna Baszler comes, interrupts the match, and just beats up on both of them. Io Shirai kind of takes her out
Hmm.
and then turns her back.
Hmm.
So then that's when what? No, no, no. I'm
No, Kairi
sorry.
Sane
I
came
think it
in.
was Kairi Sane. Yeah, Kairi Sane came out, and yeah, she knocked what's her name, Shayna out of the ring. She turned her back because she was checking on Io, and yeah, bam,
Wait,
one hit.
actually, it happened. The other, well, Bianca Belair got hurt, and then Io Shirai. Wait, Io Shirai threw her out the ring, right? And then
Yeah.
and then
Okay, okay. We're flipping it. The point is Shayna
yeah,
basically laid everybody out.
yeah, pretty much. She put everybody to sleep. That's the saying.
Yeah, because we're trying to piece it back together as to who got choked out first. It's irrelevant. They all got choked
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
At the end of the day, they all got choked out. The match was ruled a no contest.
Yeah, that's
End of
basically what
story.
happened.
So then they also, after that, they had a brief segment where they recapped the segment between Keith Lee and your boy Dijakovic.
Hmm.
Dijakovic, there you go.
Dijakovic. You said
You know,
Dijakovic.
no, I said it like that just to mess with you,
Oh.
but yeah. So they had, they recapped that because next week that match is on, and I cannot wait because, man, I think that's going to be on par with the Eddie Dennis and Dave Mastiff match from Takeover Blackpool.
Facts.
That's going to be like that.
It's gonna be good.
Oh my
It
God,
might even
I
be better.
cannot wait. It might. Honestly, I would love to see those four in the Fatal Four Way.
That'll be a hard hitting affair.
Oh my God, dude. I'm just imagining the brutality and just like, I need to see that match, seriously. And you know what? Throw in Punishment Martinez and Walter.
Oh yeah. Punishment Martinez.
Yeah. Yeah, remember that six way that I mentioned a few weeks ago?
Hmm.
We need to see that. Please,
I
WWE.
heard we're gonna
We
see
know
him.
you listen to our.
I heard we're gonna see him on TV
we-
again pretty soon.
I'm hoping for it. I'm hoping to see Shao Kahn on TV again. Yeah, and WWE, please, we know you listen to our podcast. We know you steal ideas from us. So please make that six man match happen with the six that we mentioned.
Please, 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 please.
Please, please. And on another note, so after that little recap, they caught up with Shayna Baszler as she was leaving the arena allegedly,
Hmm.
and that's when I forgot which correspondent that was. I just know it wasn't Kathy Kelly. Said they dropped a bombshell on her that William Regal said that, you know what? Since there was no clear, decisive winner at Takeover in New York, it is going to be Shayna Baszler defending her title against all three of these women at the same time. Fatal four way.
Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy.
Yes, I am looking forward to that. And then with that being said, we had the main event, which is the second semifinals match of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Facing off in this match, we had the newly reunited DIY, which is Johnny Wrestling, aka Johnny Takeover, Johnny Gargano, and the greatest sports entertainer of all time, Tommaso Ciampa,
Hmm.
versus the most overpowered tag team in WWE today, Aleister Black and Ricochet.
Team OP.
Team OP. There you go. Team OP. Overpowered. So, again, I'm going to let you go ahead and speak your mind on this match. What did you think of it?
I thought it was a fantastic match. We obviously saw matches between these two at the last takeover. Was it the last takeover? Where Gargano versus Ricochet, and we saw Aleister Black versus Ciampa.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Was it that one? No, it was the one before. Was it that one?
Yeah, because that's where Gargano won the title before he lost it to Dream.
That's true. Okay. Yeah, so we saw this before. So we already kind of knew what we were going to get out of this, but we still got a great match. And I like the back and forth between Ciampa and Ricochet during the end of the match. I thought that was really, really creative and good. But overall, really, really good match. I feel like it was takeover level. Anytime Johnny Gargano's in any match, I'm always going to be intrigued. He's like one of my favorite wrestlers right now. And yeah, really, really good match.
Facts. Bro, I would go as far as to say that Johnny Gargano is NXT Shawn Michaels.
As far as
like he can't have a bad match. Like it's just not in him.
Yeah, he can't.
Like, bro, I think he would have an entertaining match against a mob.
And I have so much respect for him because he doesn't mind putting people over. Because I remember that one time he had a match with Humberto Carrillo. The week before that, he had an independent match on Evolve against Austin Theory. Like he just wrestles whoever he wants to wrestle and put over who he wants to put over. It's crazy, and I got a lot of respect for that. I like seeing stuff like that.
Yeah, for real, definitely, bro. That was like this tag team match. Honestly, aside from the now considered legendary 6-man ladder match from last year's TakeOver, the night before WrestleMania for the North American title, aside from that, anybody who's trying to get into NXT, I would recommend they watch any match with these four.
Absolutely.
Right, and the main takeaway was at the end of the day, Aleister Black and Ricochet advanced to the finals to face the Forgotten Sons, and the main takeaway, which now the outcome has to be changed, is that at one point when they were leaving, Ciampa tried to ram Gargano into the stage like he did before when he first turned on him. But that wasn't what happened. Johnny stopped it and then rammed him into the stage and proceeded to beat the daylights out of him.
That was perfect because he shook his head. Was like, I knew this was coming. You thought I was stupid? I knew this was coming. Threw him right into the bulwark and
he said, "Not today."
That was interesting.
Not today.
I like that.
Oh my god. Yeah, which again, sadly, if you haven't been following the dirt sheets, Tommaso Ciampa got hurt and he's going to require shoulder surgery and he's going to have to vacate the title.
Who?
So, Ciampa.
I thought he had neck surgery.
Neck surgery. I know it was somewhere in the upper body. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, he had neck surgery.
Dang, he had shoulder surgery too? God dang.
Yeah, so he damaged his neck. He needs surgery. He's gonna be out for a while. He has to vacate the title. So whatever plans they had for Gargano and Ciampa are out the window now.
Yeah, pretty much done.
Unfortunately, and I was so looking forward to it again, because when these two face off in the ring, it's magic.
Yeah, and they probably were gonna face each other for that title too. So I don't know.
Oh, dude. I think that would have been the culmination of their feud, which would have been sweet justice for Johnny of him taking the title from Ciampa.
Yeah, it was his plan all along, probably.
That would have been like the icing on the cake for this 2-year-long feud.
Absolutely.
Man, and now we may never get the closure that we were waiting for. Because this feud, mind you, it took almost a year to actually start because the night that Ciampa turned, he got hurt. And he was out for like 10 months. So it's like 2 years in the making, but that's because what would have been the first year was Ciampa out of action. Now he's hurt again. So it's
Absolutely.
like, I don't know, man. I'm not looking forward to this because, in the sense, it's like we may never get the closure that we wanted from this feud.
Hmm.
But everything happens for a reason, and Triple H has not steered the NXT ship in the wrong direction yet. So I have faith that whatever he has cooking, we're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, it'll happen in due time.
Yep. So aside from that, that pretty much wraps it up for NXT this week.
Hmm.
What would you grade the Preston?
I will give it a B plus.
B plus?
Hmm.
Okay, okay, I can see that. I mean, I'm going to be a little more generous and give them an A minus because, yeah, the Forgotten Sons, the finish is not how we'd hoped, but at the same time, it's like, you got to think about it. They're working with what they got. It's not, they have that lame finisher, so
Yeah,
that can only do so much.
yeah,
So,
for real.
like, because the match was good, I can't even lie. Like, it was a fun match between them and Mustache Mountain. So now I actually like that they're pushing an established team in
Mm.
and on that end anyway, because the other now what I really wish would have happened is it would have been Forgotten Sons and Street Profits in the finals.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Something different.
Yeah, because I mean, like you said, no team from NXT UK was gonna win, so that's why you had what's it called? That's why you had the most overpowered tag team in WWE beat European Union,
Hmm.
and then yeah, UE won last year, so they really didn't need to win this year. Like I wish it would have been Street Profits instead.
That I would have liked that too.
Yeah, that would have been more fun. But in any case, that wraps up our NXT review. This has been Thumbs Up Tommy. That was the architect Preston Brown. And tune in next week as we're going to do it all over again.
Absolutely. All right. Salute. Have a good day.
Peace.
Peace.